Good evening, this is Ali and you're watching TNG News. Hong Kong's embattled leader has ordered another round of compulsory COVID-19 testing for the city's roughly 370,000 foreign domestic workers, but has withdrawn a mandatory vaccination plan after discussion with consulates. The U-turn came as Chief Executive Carrie Lam on Tuesday said the coronavirus situation had stabilized after a fourth day of zero local infection had passed, and announced that City School would resume face-to-face classes on a half-day basis from May 24. Speaking ahead of her weekly Executive Council meeting, she also apologized for chaotic arrangements experienced by residents forced into mandatory quarantine over the weekend. She said another round of mandatory testing would be required for all domestic helpers soon, though those who had been vaccinated would be exempted. The new round of testing will start on Saturday, May 15, with a screening deadline of May 30. An Indian engineer identified as the index patient in the recent spread of the coronavirus variant was told that he faces an additional charges of giving false information to an immigration officer. When he appeared in Kowloon City Court on May 10, 𝗙𝒚𝒎𝒃', 29, appeared before Magistrate 𝗙𝒂𝒪 on a charge of lying to a medical officer when providing information about his whereabouts between leaving his hotel quarantine and being found to carry the variant on April 16. He was supposed to appear with his Filipina girlfriend, Victoria Marie, 31, who is accused of failing to give information to an authorized officer, but she was reportedly taken to Queen Elizabeth Hospital on May 11 with fever. The prosecutor said Victoria, a receptionist at a medical clinic in Central, could be discharged by May 13. Yim said that in that case, the defendant should be called back to court on May 14 so the charge could be read to her. The magistrate also ordered 𝗏𝒏 remanded in custody until July 2, citing the severity of charges against him and his lack of family ties in Hong Kong. She took note of the prosecutor's statements that the defendant would be charged with a more serious immigration offense at the next hearing. On April 28, after a Filipino domestic worker in Tung Chung was found to carry a variant identical to his, 𝗏𝒏 admitted he and Juarez visited Citygate Mall on April 11 and denied in a restaurant elsewhere in Tung Chung. They also went for a meal in Discovery Bay. 𝗏𝒏 allegedly provided false information about his contact and whereabouts when interviewed by an immigration officer. No further details were given, but he was given a copy of the particular of the charge. In opposing bail, the prosecution said the defendant lacked local ties. Although a Hong Kong ID card holder, he is not a permanent resident and was merely visiting. She also said that because of 𝗏𝒏 false information, more than 1,000 people residing in a house blocking had to be sent to quarantine. Announcement from Labor Department: free vaccination priority group have been expanded to cover foreign domestic helpers. For online booking and other details, please visit the designated website of the vaccination program, www.covidvaccine.gov.hk. The website contains information in many languages, include Tagalog and Bahasa Indonesia. And now, let's talk about TNG Wallet. TNG is back on the road. We will be having a pop-up session in Central and Causeway Bay this coming weekend. For those of you who are interested in having your own TNG MasterCard, you may visit our pop-up activation point for immediately activation. For more inquiry, you can call our customer service 3951-6268 and our office address 20th floor Olympia Plaza, 255 Kings Road, North Point, nearby Fortress Hill MTR Station, Exit B. And that's all. Thank you for watching TNG News.